So we're here with Congresswoman Josephine Sato from the Philippines at the regional workshop for Eurasia and the Pacific for BIOFIN. Congresswoman Sato made an inspiring speech this morning during the plenary, and I'm going to ask her a few questions. Congresswoman Sato, can you let us know why is biodiversity important to you and the region where you come from?
Biodiversity is very important to the Philippines and the Filipino people. Firstly, the Philippines is one of the 17 most diverse countries in the world. And for the Filipinos, our plants, animals, which are endemic in the Philippines, are part of our patrimony. Patrimony which should be taken well cared of. Also, because of the diversity in the Philippines, the Philippine economy is based and is made successful by the responsible utilization of our natural resources. That's how much biodiversity is important to the Filipino people and the economy of the Philippines.
And why is mobilizing and better managing finances for biodiversity important for the Philippines?
As I've said, there are two facts that affect the biodiversity in the Philippines. First is that, as I've said, it is one of the 17 biodiverse countries in the world. And secondly, while we are one of the 17 most diverse countries in the world, we are also considered as one of the biodiversity hotspots in the world. And so that the biodiversity is also threatened, and that makes the people recognize the fact that everybody's help, everybody's cooperation is needed at this critical point in time in the history of our nation.
Through the work with BIOFIN Philippines, it's been estimated that there's a financial gap of around 80%
Yes.
Of what has been spent on biodiversity and what is critically needed. How have you been championing policy reform and change at the policy level in the Philippines, and could you just describe some of the things that you're doing in that space?
As I've said in my presentation, the Philippine Congress is one of the most prolific in the passage of laws which affect the environment and biodiversity. And on my part, and in coordination with BIOFIN Philippines, we have made researches as to the gaps in the law. And the result of this research is that the filing of 3 important legislative bills. And one of these is the expanded National Integrated Protected Area System, wherein we went around the Philippines and identified 100 new critical areas which should be declared as protected areas, because under Philippine law, only areas which are declared by law as protected areas are assured of funding from the national government. Also, if you are a protected area, you are protected from mining and other commercial activities. So this bill will really help fund these declared protected areas. The other bill that we have filed and we hope to pass within the year is the benefits sharing of the utilization of the Philippine biodiversity system. And I've also presented in our presentation earlier that the use of these plants and animal byproducts have been used since time immemorial by our ancestors for natural medicines. And it is very sad to note that the utilization of Philippine biodiversity genetics have been pirated and patented by foreign countries and foreign private entities. And we have cited a lot of examples. And this bill that we have filed would strengthen our agency's power and authority to regulate the use of these genetic resources, and in the end, so that the Philippine government and the Filipino people will economically benefit from the use and utilization of our genetics.
Thank you very much. We're very fortunate to have champions such as yourself working so hard and passionately in your country, and we hope it will benefit the Philippines and the global biodiversity conservation efforts. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.